I remember when we were having Oliver on the podcast before, he was talking about how having the word sex in his name made it an absolute nightmare to do anything content related or ad related. And so as a result, he's doing a lot of like, implied stuff where it's like, um, like he would literally spell the word like seggs, right? To like get around like these ad blockers. Now, something you just can't get around is like literally showing a photo of a chocolate dick. But the even more difficult part is like your entire brand. I read somewhere that you said like having the word dick in your URL is a nightmare when it comes to PPC land. Like anywhere that you're running Facebook ads or trying to run Google ads, like they just don't want to go and show the word dick. So as a result, like have you found a way to kind of get around that, or has it been mostly like the press and influencer marketing the entire time?
So we do, there's a couple things. One, and to cover, just to comment on what Oliver was saying, about tabs, and he's super smart kid. Like I love connecting with him. So I'm glad you guys have had him on the podcast. He's got a ton of information. Um, he's like that next iteration, or the next generation, of these ecom sellers. But yeah, having the word dick in the URL is like a death sentence for anything on social. It's full stop. Like eventually, even if you get through the filters, eventually it'll get flagged. Um, I've tried for 6 years and fail at the back end of my Facebook business manager. I don't even have it anymore because it's just all just red, and you're just like everything's shut down. So it has been the biggest problem aside from shipping chocolate in the summer, but that's another thing we'll talk about, I'm sure. But yeah, we do. Google is okay. Google will do some PPC with Google. They flag us for being shocking content, and so a lot of it is just resubmitting the ads. It's an ongoing process where we have like 60, 70 ads disapproved at a time, and you have to go back through and resubmit them all and get them reapproved. So it's still a pretty manual process there. But what has been really, kind of our bread and butter and I think will always be SEO. Just straight up, just doing the manual stuff, building SEO, trying to get good PR. It is a viral product. All of our products have that little bit of virality to it. So trying to lean on UGC, trying to lean on, almost that customer referral base, but not an official referral, but, somebody tells somebody else and they send it. Like that's where a lot of our customers come from, is they see it and it's kind of that impulse buy.
Would
And
you
that's
have
where I'll get a lot of
would you have
business.
picked a different name if you could have, looking back, or
100%.
you would have?
100%.
Okay.
Oh, 100%. Even, I mean, I'm sure we would still have problems with, just the content. And like I built different websites. I built, masked all the pages. I've gone through, crawled my website, duplicated it, and took out any word that would be shocking or hit terms of service. So you would still run into it, but I think the URL is the base problem. It's like that first line that gets screened and it's over. I mean, you guys know with Facebook how crazy their algorithm is, and you can get shut down for anything. You get shut down for the most innocuous thing in the world. So just having the word dick in it is just like a death sentence. And it's affected scalability for sure.
Can you set up like sub brand like advertorial sites to go and run ads through that and then link back? Because that's probably like the best workarounds possible, right?
Yeah, I tried, like I read a lot about like CBD, because that's kind of how people are doing it. I don't know how gray hat or you would even call it, but just like getting through those filters by setting up a landing page, or going through like unbounce, or setting up a quiz and then reroute, or do like a redirect or like a 301. Tried all that. I still would get flagged eventually, but it's crazy, man. Like the second I would get on Facebook, I would have like a week on Facebook just go like gangbusters. It was like it was pretty wild, like how quickly they sell.
Can you say
And then
numbers or no?
yeah, I mean, we would do like 1,000 units in like 6 days, and I mean, it was like really easy. CPAs were super low, and just like CPMs were like almost nothing.